The Minnesota Vikings just finished joint practices with the New England Patriots, and the future is incredibly bright for one specific reason. The Minnesota Vikings and New England Patriots had a really spirited 2 days of joint practices, a lot of really good competition, and only one true skirmish. And that was broken up really quickly. And of course, Mike Vrabel got in the middle of it. There were a lot of really interesting things, but it all boils down to two players, Drake May and JJ McCarthy, both of whom were linked to the Vikings and the Patriots during the pre-draft process. In fact, the Vikings tried to trade up with the Patriots to get Drake May. So it was interesting to see them on the field together, side by side, and be able to kind of contrast and compare to see who's better. But it really isn't about who's better or who's farther along, because May got to play a little bit last year and McCarthy sat all season because of a torn meniscus. But what really stood out was how well these guys were throwing, how composed they were in the pocket, and how the future of the National Football League is bright. Let's start with May really quickly before we get into McCarthy. He threw an incredible deep ball. He was consistent. He was on time. There were a couple long misses. He's still trying to work some stuff out with some of the new receivers. But what really was impressive was just how effortless he is at throwing the football. Just an impressive guy when it comes to doing all the little things right. Just, he's going to be a really good quarterback. And then you look at McCarthy on the other field. It was a little up and down on the first day, nothing too spectacular. But at the end of the day, what really stood out was the consistent process. And we've been talking about that a lot. It's about the process. Last year's motto, the process is the progress. And because of that motto, you have a lot of things that the Vikings can kind of look at from JJ McCarthy. And it was really impressive to see the connection he was building with Jordan Addison. It was really impressive to see him complete 12 straight passes on the day. And he was building up a rapport with guys like Lucky Jackson, Thayer Thomas, who kept getting open in all kinds of situations from the slot, Jashawn Jones, Jalen Naylor, TJ Hawkinson. He's going to have a bevy of weapons to throw to, and it's going to be really, really fun to watch him over the course of the next few days, weeks, months, and years. I'm Tyler Forness with A to Z Sports. Skol Vikings.